Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to this international webinar series that was held with the partnership of Ayelta Nepal. Allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Brian Benediatensha. I'm a licensed professional teacher here in the Philippines. I'm also a podcaster for inspiring educators and movie casts, and I'm also a duathlete. Okay, I love running and riding the bicycle. For tonight, I'm going to talk about this not so new topic, but we have been tackling this. Let me just refresh each and everyone's mind by discussing to you promoting digital citizenship. So, dear teachers and participants, what is digital citizenship? Could you type in your answers in our chat box? I would appreciate if it you be typed in right now. Our moderator for this session will be reading some of them. I'll be giving a few seconds for it to be read. Keep on typing. We love to hear your ideas about digital citizenship. All right. I suppose there are answers in the chat box. So I'll be giving a minute and two to our host or the moderator to read it. All right. Thank you so much for your wonderful answers on the question, what is digital citizenship? So, what is digital citizenship? Digital citizenship refers to the responsible use of technology. By teaching digital citizenship to young students, they learn how to connect and empathize with one another, make smart decisions, and even protect themselves and their reputation when interacting online. Without this, dear teachers, without proper guidance on what it means to be a good digital citizen, student may engage in harmful behaviors online. This includes cyberbullying, irresponsible social media usage, or sharing of private, personal, or even sensitive information. And this can lead to potentially dangerous situations and have a negative effects on the student's mental health. Keep in mind, during the pandemic situation and even up until now, teachers are still tackling on how to sort, avoid, and remove issues about mental health. Because as a teacher, we don't just give academic informations, but lifelong learning to our students. Still, dear teachers, I want to ask, what is digital citizenship? Few well-known personalities gave their ideas about this digital citizenship. From Mayer, he mentioned that digital citizenship and literacy allow one to interact with technology, media, and digital resources in real world situations safely and effectively. Also, he said that students are more exposed to the internet than ever. Keep in mind, young children nowadays spend around 7 hours every day in front of their computer or the screen of their devices. And most teenagers have access to mobile device. According to ISTE CEO Richard Culata, approaching digital citizenship is a unique issue for K-12 schools, kinder to grade 12. Competent technology use cannot effectively be taught with a rigid course curriculum alone. It needs to be woven into the fabric of the school. He also said that digital citizenship is not about teaching curriculum. It is about creating a culture. He also added that if it really has to happen at the school level, it can't just be adding another hour of teaching in a particular class, but it needs to be practiced, okay, in order to assure that you knew what is digital citizenship. Although this kind of learning takes time, it does not mean that schools have to wait idly by until the students grasp what it means to be trustworthy digital citizens. There are tools available to serve as internet guardrails until culture of digital literacy and responsible use sets in. How important is digital citizenship? Most of us can answer this with just a snap of a finger. But do we really know the importance of becoming digital citizens? With 4.66 billion active internet users around the world, and the number is on the rise, and amidst this networking with the digital world, adequate internet access is crucial, and it is now a must beyond its entertainment purposes. Who would not say they haven't tried to search a thing or two in the internet through Google or other websites? Those users make up the digital community that provides promising opportunities in different areas, including entertainment, education, employment, services, and social networks. Therefore, any divergence from this course would mean a complete unfamiliarity with the future and its tools and knowledge, and one would run the risk of not catching up with the advanced technology that is now a basic need in our life. Am I right? By properly using the internet, we can contribute to the creation of a safe and interconnected world community, just like what happened right now. I'm in the Philippines. Our wonderful Ayelta Nepal family is in their mother country, but we're doing this educational seminar or in the internet webinar, right? We embrace what we learn because the most important question here is how can our good online behavior impact the others? In fact, we must be good citizens not only in the society but in online. All right, let's talk about some of the principles of digital citizenship. The first one is make the best use of technology. It is good to make optimal use of it and help others to stay up to date with digital advancement in order to establish and promote digital proficiency among as many people as possible in society. Second, dear teachers, keep your personal information private. This is a must, okay? Even as educators, we tend to sometimes forget that we need our personal infos private as much as possible. Beware of who you allow to access your information and in what ways. This is one of the digital citizen skills and a basic principle of how to use the internet safely. Keep your personal informations for yourself. And as much as possible, don't share them with others. particularly your private credentials, geographic location, and bank accounts. By sharing your information, you're not only putting yourself into risk, but also your family, friends, and close people. Next up, always behave well. Ethics should be always observed whether in real life or in the virtual world, like where we are right now. So, having good manners all the time will reflect your reality and make you a decent digital citizen. Some might think that communicating from behind a screen allows them to compromise some of their ideals. No wonder cyberbullying, verbal harassment, ridiculing, data theft, or stalking are widespread nowadays, which must be totally avoided by digital citizens. Next up, let's leave a positive digital footprint. The use of the internet, dear teachers and participants, and the extensive online participation can have positive and negative effects. So it is important to leave good traces and to interact online in a useful and fruitful way, whether with others and giving an opinion on a specific issue or commenting on a post, which we usually do, or even participating in a discussion, just like what's happening right now, or later on, or even in your online initiatives, like introducing a new idea or giving a digital presentation, just like what I'm doing. This would reflect your behavior and actions even in the reality. A Kaplan survey found that 35% of the college admission officers said that they had visited the applicants' social media pages to discover more about them. So, the impressions you convey are based on your digital participation and online interaction and might impact an important decision in your life, like being admitted to college, or a job, or becoming a teacher. Beware the dangers of strangers. One significant feature of digital citizens is that they support others and help them build proper and sage digital knowledge. Shut the door on cyberbullying and verbal harassment against the ones you know and those you don't know. Fight false information. Stand up against any disrespect or harm, and report fake accounts and news. Spread digital literacy. That's what we do as teachers, right? We spread knowledge, proper knowledge. If you're a professional internet user and an active member of the online community, you ought to promote digital literacy, spread the connectivity culture, and introduce digital citizenship among as many people as possible in the community. This would largely contribute to getting familiar and keeping in touch with future technology. And this is one of the important characteristics that a digital citizen should have, so he could help other digital citizens in the virtual world to be good. So somehow you need to think before you click. Now, dear teachers and participants, allow me to continue my discussion with the 9 elements of digital citizenship. The first element will be digital access. I bet no one would say that they don't have a computer, like a desktop or a laptop or mobile phone, an iPad or iPod. This is not old times. We are now in the 21st century. So everyone has digital access. Can all users participate in a digital society at acceptable levels if they choose? I believe yes. Digital access involves the ability to connect with others or access information using technology. As a teacher, you can instruct students on how to find valuable and safe information on the internet. You can also help children from disadvantaged communities use computers or other resources at school to increase their digital access. Next up, digital commerce. Most of us buy our daily necessities even in the pandemic. For the past 3 years, we buy things online. Here in the Philippines, we buy mostly the products that we need through this app called Lazada and Shopee. In the international scene, we do have eBay, Amazon, and the other names. Do users have the knowledge and protection to buy and sell in a digital world? I believe so. Digital commerce refers to buying and selling electronics responsibly. For the most part, elementary students do not need to learn or practice this element of digital citizenship. But for middle, high school students, senior high school, those in the collegiate, and us adults, discussions around digital commerce can help them learn how to be better consumers or consider career paths related to digital sales. Let's move to digital communication. My question: do users understand the various digital communication methods and when each is appropriate? Again, the answer is yes. The options that students have for communicating online are greater than ever. It's not just calling, like me personally, I've experienced during the time, calling is one of the best way to contact a person. And then the texting or sending the SMS and then become MMS happen, and internet has been maximized because of the 21st century advancement. For this reason, it is important to teach your students, our students, on how to communicate safely and effectively online. Digital literacy. Have users taken the time to learn about digital technologies, and do they share that knowledge with others? Most will answer yes to this. The definition of digital literacy is the ability to learn how to use technology and access information online. A few examples of digital literacy include knowing how to use a mouse or how to find answers on a search engine. Not all students start school with the same technological ability. It depends on the country, it depends on the place, it depends if they have technology. Teaching internet skills in class can help bridge gaps in digital literacy. And let's go with digital etiquette. Okay, apparently, I think I missed putting the information in here. Okay, so let me try and refresh. Right? So I suppose most of you are enjoying our session, okay? Most of you can relate to what I'm trying to discuss right now because most of us have encountered questions from our students when it comes to, asking if is this really the right way in using the internet? Sir, is this how we search things? So, do apologize if my presentation went back. Okay, like I've mentioned, I corrected. Okay, because I think it was my prior presentation. All right. So we stop with digital etiquettes. Okay, so allow me to continue again my discussion. So the two pictures at my back, this one and the other one, okay, it's a little bit far, okay, but it says here before you use Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and other online applications, you must think. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? Okay? And the other picture where the globe is holding two sticky notes, it says that there is no separation. Digital space are real space. So it's just the same. We're just using technology. It's a lot way easier, but the interaction is just the same. Do users consider others when using digital technologies? Yes? No? Maybe? Digital etiquette is just what it sounds like. Treating others or other internet users with respect and avoiding inappropriate behavior. For elementary students, one of the most important digital etiquette principle is understanding the consequences of cyberbullying. And also for our high school, senior high school, and college student, and even us, we encountered cyberbullying. Okay, we must know what's the consequence of every action we're about to do in the World Wide Web. Next, digital law. Are users aware of laws, rules, policies that govern the use of digital technologies? Here in the Philippines, we do have the cybercrime law, okay, that protects internet users, okay, from malicious spams to cyberbullying to some sensitive issues like pornography and the others. Here in the Philippines, we are protected. And I believe in Nepal, they also have digital laws, and in other countries. The online environment has room for both positive and negative interactions. And just like in real life, there are laws everyone should abide by. Digital law deals with the legal rights and restrictions governing technology use. Many online users are actually breaking the law. Trust me, it happens every day. And even right now, there is someone who's using the internet that's breaking the internet law, either knowing or not knowing, from identity theft to hacking into someone else's email to cyberbullying to downloading copyrighted music to using and even latest movies. It happens. To prevent any kind of online crime as much as possible, no matter how serious, students as digital citizens need to know the laws, the digital laws. Let's go with digital rights and responsibilities. Are users ready to protect the rights of others and to defend their own digital rights? Like in any real society, the online world has its regulations. That means that as a user, one has rights, but also responsibilities. There are rules and policies to follow that imply the possibility of being held accountable for your actions and deeds in the online world. The internet can also be used for harming purposes, and anyone using it needs protection structures against cyberbullying, for instance. Schools should approach this subject in class, making the students take responsibility for their actions and also recognize and report any misconduct in the virtual environment. We should listen to them if they would ask for their rights and responsibilities. All right? Okay, next. Okay, we will not forget our health and wellness. So let's look onto the digital health and wellness. Do users consider the risk, both physical and psychological, when using digital technologies? Teachers, participants, we live equally as much in the online world as in the real one. So the requirements and freedoms of the individual in real life have to be extended to the digital world. Everyone present in this online session, in the online world, has to contribute to the well being of a person online helping others in need. It is a must. Students should be taught to protect themselves and others from possible harm and alert an adult if it's in case. Making use of online resources is a plus, but one should be aware of the dangers that reside with this benefit. All right, let's continue. I believe this would be the last of the things that we need to consider: digital security. Do users consider the risk, both physical and psychological, when using digital technologies? Security is very important, teachers and participants. In an online world, it is important since viruses and worms can go from system to system and affect the electronic device we use and even destroy it. Precautions need to be taken to guarantee their safety. Moreover, when using devices in school or at home, students have to understand the implications of it and be aware of possible attacks. Teachers should also explain how to prevent them from happening and how to protect their devices. This is a necessary skill in today's digital world. All right? Now, let's continue on ways to promote digital citizenship. Yeah, we tackled important things about it. From what is digital citizenship, the things that we need to look into. But as an educator, okay, as a user of the internet, how are we going to be promoting digital citizenship? First, let's develop a preventive classroom environment. Developing a preventive classroom help reduce opportunities for students to engage in academically dishonest endeavors. This begins with a clearly defined academic integrity policy that guides students in appropriate digital etiquette and helps them become a responsible digital citizen. In addition, a statement regarding appropriate use of any mobile devices should also be included. For example, dear teachers and participants, periodically in this course, you will be asked to use your mobile device for learning activities. So it clearly states that the only time that you would take out your phone, even if you're in an online classroom, is when it is needed. Only during the times identified by the faculty member is it appropriate for you to be using such device. These policies should be reviewed with the students at the beginning of the course and periodically thereafter. Teachers should not assume that students know what constitutes academic integrity. They need models of good practices and guidance on appropriate digital behavior. Therefore, illustrate how the policy works, specifically what it is and is not permitted. Another example: students should not revise a paper that they found on the internet, use materials prepared by other students, borrow facts, statistics, or other illustrative materials without proper reference, citation, or citing, or use a mobile device during a quiz, exam, or test review. Next, let's increase the students' awareness. A variety of activities may be used to increase student awareness. The activity should showcase the advantage and disadvantage of internet resources and how to responsibly and appropriately use the retrieved information. Also, us, the faculty members, the teachers, could require students to cite resource not only for written assignments, but also digital and even oral presentations. To teach the proper citation format, there are lots of web links that would help your students, okay? And it can be found in the World Wide Web. I'm pretty sure most of the teachers here who are doing their research knows some sites that would help your students to properly cite references. Be a good role model. Being a good role model demonstrates to the students that the teacher, us, is dedicated to promoting and upholding academic standards. Examples of positive role modeling behaviors include citing sources used in lectures and providing a reference list at the end of PowerPoint presentation. In addition, good role models reduce opportunities to engage in academic dishonesty. Perhaps most important, faculty members, us teachers, need to address academic dishonesty when it occurs. Academic dishonesty has consequences, and students, offenders, should experience them. Even if it's, they might think it's a little bit harsh, but they did something wrong in the academic. So they need to face what's the consequence. All right. Now we have here 27 powerful verbs to guide children online. First up, we have use. Determine if the source is credible and by whose stand. Number two, engage. Engage the world through social media. Number three, respect. Respect others' point of view. Accept what they say as meaningful and then explain why you disagree. Number four, give. Give the author or the creator credit for any use, remix, or repurpose. Number five, voice. Respectfully voice your opinion through a technological value. Number six, sift. Sift through the resources you have gathered online. Number seven, seek. Find different voices and point out views on a topic. Number eight, include. Include all who wish to join and invite others whose participation could be valuable. Number nine, listen. Listen to what others are saying. Number 10, research. Research a topic using a variety of credible media sources and formats. Number 11, credibility. Determine if the source is credible and by whose stand. Number 12, master. Master the use of technology. Number 13, create. Create a forum that can contribute to a platform in a meaningful way. Number 14, participate. Participate in other cultures through digital platforms and do so with the empathy and understanding. Number 15, stand. Stand up against bullying and injustice when it's clear and you feel safe and empowerment to do so. Number 16, disseminate. Disseminate useful and credible information. 17, network. Network with experts in the field. 18, identify. Be diligent identifying scams, misinformations, spam, sources, toxic people, communities, and other places and people to avoid. 19, cross-reference. Cross-reference all sources. Verify more than one additional source if possible. Number 20, use. Use caution when talking to people. Number 21, maintain. Maintain your privacy. 22, set. Use privacy settings like login verification. 23, limit. Limit your screen time. Take care of yourself as well. Number 24, talk. Talk to someone trustworthy. 25, utilize. Utilize proper manners, norms, common sense, and general human etiquette. 26, access. Only access technology when you're supposed to. And number 27, explore. Explore what other students are doing around the world. Even your co-faculty, you should also explore the things that they're doing. Have fun and embrace the possibilities technology allows. And with that, I can assure, I can say, and I can assure you, you are now a responsible digital citizen. And with that, I would like to share my contact details. I have here my personal email, the email of the university where I'm working, and I'm also looking for international teachers from around the globe to be interviewed, okay, for inspiring educators. So you can contact me in this infos. And once again, thank you very much, Ayelta Nepal, most especially to Mr. Sujit for inviting me. Even in my birthday, I'm here to support the Ayelta Nepal family. Thank you so much, and I hope you've learned something. Have a wonderful day ahead.